But see, blood don't scare me. I fear not death. Whatever it takes, champion, to be the best of the best. I was made for war. I cry out to heaven, blessed and unstoppable, an immortal legend. Climb, I say, the unclimbable mountain. Kicking and punching, I just keep on pounding. I found it, that deep desire to win. I remember defeat and I say, never again. See, warriors like me, we were born and strategically designed for the struggle. The way of the warrior, champion eyes, get back up, my spirit cries. Fear dies, choked out by the screams. The desire to climb and live out my dreams. Take it for the team. Discipline reigns. I want it too bad to bow to pain. I'm a winner. To God be the glory. Tragedy, setbacks, an inspirational story. Many before me gave up and quit. Acted all bad till the first time they got in. Blood don't scare me. I fear not death. Whatever it takes, champion, to be the best of the best. Climb, I say, the unclimbable mountain. Kicking and punching, I just keep on pounding. Because I'm a warrior, and that's what we do. I'm built.
All righty. Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. How are you? All right, today is Wednesday. Today is the day. You're like at the point Wednesday. Now you have Thursday and Friday. So welcome. What are you going to do between now and Friday? What haven't you done between Monday and Tuesday? Monday is the day you get in the game. You're getting all set up. You're getting to the halfway, to the 50-yard line, if you want to say. Then you got the next 50-yard lines to go to the goal. The goal should be almost met by on Tuesday. Wednesday is where you clean up day. Thursday is now you go to you get your touchdown. And Friday is where you clean up and get ready for Monday. And then Saturday and Sunday, if you're going to watch the football games on Saturday, let me ask you, why are you watching a football game when they're making millions of dollars and you're not making any money at all, meaning that you complain, I don't have enough this, I don't have enough that. Why are you watching somebody that's making the millions of dollars and you're sitting on the couch watching them when you can make $1 million by getting your booty out there in the world? You think time cares that it's a Saturday and Sunday? Time does not know Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. It doesn't care of the day of the week. You're the only one that cares about the day of the week. In fact, let me back up a bit. Not that you care about it. You're buying what society has sold you. To be a soldier on the couch. To be in the bleachers and not in the game. Make them the money so you can complain. The more you complain, the more you go down the dark rabbit hole. Yeah, I said it. You know I said it. And I don't have a problem saying it.
This is the country's
the reason being I don't have a problem
real
saying
estate
it.
investing.
Guess what? You don't think I have to have the same battles you have?
Scott McGill.
I just realized, wait a minute.
What is up, guys? Zach in here. We
Who's
are
gonna do it for me?
live.
You?
I'm so pumped up for this one, guys.
The friend you're sitting next to, are they going to do it?
Today.
No.
One of the most
Let me tell you, the only time that you should ever sit on that couch, if you have someone saying, don't worry about it, I'll pay all your bills for you for a year. Not one day.
Out there, no.
A year.
I'm telling you right now. It's absolutely, I can tell you which
Tell me
one
where
is
those friends are at.
amazing. So comment below your market.
Are they really paying?
Let's get pumped up. Guys, you got to match my...
Are they sitting on the couch with you, right? Let me ask you.
Going, guys. So if you're ready, get pumped up to the top 25 guys.
Around your
this is research and market data that only the top wholesalers.
One of the things you want to begin to realize is that your originating circle is killing you.
Which markets are good or bad.
And I mean literally, financially, spiritually, emotionally, they are killing you.
It's absolutely, I can tell you which
if they're not making more money than you, what are you doing around
Let's get pumped up.
I'm sorry
Guys,
to say it. I'm going to say it just like it is.
Top 25 markets,
it's not that
you need
you
to match
be
my
friends
energy.
with
There's
them,
only one man
but
I know
at
out
the
here.
same time,
besides
you've
Rick
got to watch out
get your
what conversations you're at. I'm not getting religious on you,
guys,
but I'm using
it's
something most people,
let's go.
I don't care if you believe or not a believer, but I know this much. I know this much. That
going, guys. So if you're ready to get pumped up,
remember, people, if you read the Bible, you hear stories about the Bible, whatever it is,
that only the
you
top
remember when Jesus would go ahead and go around the so-called Sadducees, the Pharisees, and the tax people. He would go eat with them and visit with them and talk to them, but he would not hang around them.
I'm telling you right now.
After he hung around them, he went off to go be by himself. Why?
Let's get pumped
up. He had to
recharge. You
gotta
match my energy. If you want to get the top,
he was already telling us
you need to match my energy.
The real biblical sense of the world, what he had to do. What he had to do. So let me tell you. One of the most beautiful things is that he's giving you an example of what to do. All right, you don't believe in that? Let's go to the Muslim. We can go to Buddhist. We can go to any religion you want to. They always took off by themselves when they got around people that weren't healthy. Think about it. Doesn't mean you're better than them. Is that they're going to always drag you down. What are you doing? Sorry to say it. But when you're building your business credit, you can't afford that kind of stuff around you. Let me ask you, a lot of you, look at this guy, look at this homie from Wyoming. He's making these millions of dollars. Oh, look at this guy, Mr. Bezo. All right. Look at this Mr. Rapper. This rap is rapping. He's making money. I guarantee you, whoever you get around and they're really making money consistently and keep going, do you think they're hanging around people that are moaning and groaning and complaining, oh, only I wish? No. They're always an A-C-T-I-O-N. A-C-T-I-O-N. They're always in that position. All right, so before I really get started, I'm just kind of warming up a little bit. But you know what I like to do? I like to go ahead and get myself all jacked up and fired up for you guys. Because this is what you need to play. When you get around goofy people, before you get started anything, this is what you want to play. Yes, sirree. Y'all know what I mean by this. Yeah, baby.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
Get up, get the guy going up. Time to wake up, bitch, get up.
Yeah. It's time, baby. It's time. It's time to get rolling.
Get up.
What are y'all sitting there?
Get up.
Get up. Get up. Get out of bed. Yeah. Sit. Woo. Let's do it, baby. All right. Yeah, man, that's it. I'm jacked up. I'm ready to go. All right. Man, you guys have no idea how exciting this whole thing is. I'm telling you, from the bottom up all the way, it's just awesome. Building your millions. Building your millions. What are you doing? Are you building your millions? What is happening in the world? What are you doing? Building your millions. All right, cool. And let's go here. Let's see what's going on over here. All righty, Friday. All right, let's get started now. Let's get going because there's a lot of things to go over tonight. And I really want you to know that, hey, what's happening is many things. These are the things you want to begin to understand. Building your millions and building your billions. Some of you are almost to 1 million right now on some of them. So we have some way over the millions now. And we have, there's one other page that's not here yet. But anyways, they're over at 45, let's see, 4.7 million. And I'm telling you guys, this is rumbling. And in fact, how they got to 4.7 million, they took $800,000 they had. They invested $600,000 all over the place in real estate, personal loans, and cars. And that the guy is racking in. And again, I'm going to show you something I haven't shown you in a while to remind you of what I was talking about. But anyways, all I like to say is, folks, it's good to see you here. Let's get going because there's a lot to cover tonight. Break out your pens, pad, and papers. And most of all, remember this. You are the one that makes a difference. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we have. I know the screen disappeared on you, so don't worry. We will not worry about that. Well, I got you. I want to go ahead and here we go. This is what I wanted to show you. Let me get it right here for you on the screen. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's go right here. Boom. Let's start it. Let's get going. Uncle Fester. Okay. All right, let me get your screen back up for you folks. Don't worry, it's not gone. It's me. I took it away. All right, let's go back. Let's share the screen. Hello, everybody. Good night. Hello, everybody in Zoom. Hello, everybody in YouTube. Hello, everybody Facebook, Pinecrest, LinkedIn. What's the other one? Oh my God, the little TV box. All right, let's see. Okay, and what else? There was another Pinecrest, YouTube. Man, there's a few other ones. But hi, how y'all doing? All right, here's one thing I was talking about. I'm getting right into it tonight. Here's the thing. Your corporations. Now, you always know I say corporations because there's more protection in your corporation than you actually have in what you really are looking for to do. One thing I want to Jesus, I can't make you do anything. All right, one thing I'm looking for to inspire and convey to you. If I can convey one thing to you, one thing, and you might say, why am I so jacked up? I have one client that they're out in Minnesota. He's done a great job. He's opened up he went to a bank and the bank, didn't go along. They wanted to do something weird. They said, no, he has the division. He had it with a tax ID number, done properly, everything done right, even filed with the state. All right, so now he goes to this one bank of jokers, and they told him, no, we have to do it under the main corporation. We don't do the blah blah blah. We don't do the tax ID under division. Some kind of nonsense. So he called me up, which is not a problem, and I said, you know what? Just thank you for his time and be nice, because you never know. They might change their mind. You got to go back. You might meet the same guy again. So one of the things you want to begin to understand is that there's that you might bump into them. So don't burn the bridges. You might want to. There's the reason why I'm telling you that. I did that in my lifetime when I was younger, and because I knew a lot that made me dangerous, but didn't make me smart and wise inside of that. And there was a time I came back and was like, oh my God. The guy said, no, I can't help you. So don't do it. All right. So anyways, he went to another bank. He went to a credit union, and he found exactly what he wanted and everything else. And in other words, since I didn't hear back from him, I know he finished it up and got it done. So we're real proud of him. We also have there's a gentleman I call Snow that way. No one really knows who that is, but I call him Snow. But anyways, another thing his organization is really doing really good. He's averaging a good amount in the double digits, past the double digits in his income, because he's actually learned how to take his 3 divisions, and they all have different the credit card machines, and he's learned how to move the money around with no worries. And then on top of that, he's learned how to expand the credit cards that way. Because see, here's one thing you want to understand is that you want to begin to understand is that when you're moving and building your credit, there's ways you can do things to make things happen. So what he did for one of our businesses that we have, he said, look, I'll get you guys a card with my company and use that card to move money around for me. Okay, cool. Not a problem. So many things we can go ahead and do. Now, here's one thing I want to let you know. Exclusion for lending. Now, this is not legal advice. I'm not here to be your attorney. I'm not here to be your financial advisor. I'm not to be here your whatever, I don't know what they have, financial advisor, attorney, or an accountant. I'm only telling you what I use because I have an accountant to tell us. And on top of that, remember this. My accountants are only as good as what I understand and what I know, or what I need to know, and I tell them, hey, go search this out because I understand that you can do X. I have an accountant now that does not argue with me about it. They go, okay, great, I'm going to go look it up, and they find it. Now, on top of that also, I have a paralegal that looks up stuff for me so I can give it to them. So here's the thing. All the stuff that you get stuff that we actually do, we know it happens, and then we have a letter of what? A letter of an opinion letter from an attorney. We always get opinion letters from an attorney in areas as you begin to grow. If I do this, will this affect me here? If I got in trouble and they said, no, you can't do that, but your letter of opinion says, yes, I can, will it stand up in court based if I don't go outside the box? They say, yes, it will. Okay, great. So I stay in the box, and I'm going to play hard up to that line. I'm going to go right to the line and stop right there and push, but don't go over the line. Then I can give them the opinion of the letter, and they'll call the attorney, and they kind of hash it out, and they'll, oh, okay, whatever. I'm telling you guys, there's so much you can do, but right here, this is telling you, right here, this is a corporation out of the exclusion institutions, all right, in any state. A corporation engaging in business of making it or investing in loans should not be considered to be transacting interstate business. If in the course of the business, the corporation participates in such activity as making loan commitments, making inspections or appraisals on properties, enforcing loans, modifying, renewing, transferring or selling loans, acquiring property, making contracts to collect payments on loans, or engaging in activities necessary to carry out its loans activities, it would appear that the loan institution may engage in virtually every loan connected activity. Corporation Code C199D, end of quote. 8 reasons why it's important that you know how to go ahead and lend money. You make more money lending than you make money. In other words, this is all OPM. You guys understand, if you have money and you're not using it, you're losing it. You are going to lose it. Promise you. Promise you. One day you come, some of you could come, I've put it this way, not some of you, I've had it happen. Since 1985, all the way, it never fails. There's always someone, well, I didn't understand. I didn't know. I don't know what to tell you. Now, some of you are going to cry, well, what else if I lose? You are going to lose sometimes. Buck up, write it off. If you don't have that kind of courage, get out of borrowing money. You're not going to do it like your personal. Your personal, you've got to keep that safe. But debt follows tax ID. As long as you don't do any fraud or anything nonsense like that, hey, guess what? Oh well, write it off. If you didn't personal guarantee it, what you worried about? And I'm not saying to go out there and do anything goofy. I'm just telling you, don't you think when they make loans, even when they'll payday loan places, you don't think they taking a risk? Come on. And they're charging like 8,000%. And people take it. So you tell me. You tell me. You know, if you're going to make, I don't know, say a minimum of 10 to 12, 13, 18%, amortized or interest-only payments, I really stay away from those if I can. The only reason why is because then you're telling them, okay, great, interest-only payments, they're going to have a balloon. I don't like doing that to people. Unless they're making at least $200,000 a year, then I'll have a problem doing it to them. But an average Joe, that's when you say that, what do you call them again? They call them, they have the rich, you have somebody else, and then somebody else, but I forgot what they're called. Anyways, the thing is that you don't do it to someone that's making, I don't know, $50, $60, $100,000 a year. You can't do that to them. That's better. Why do you think that they changed the cards to 70 up to almost 84 months now? Because they want them to give a chance to pay. So yeah, it's a long time, but still, you never know. Some might move up because they're doing well. But just remember, you can go ahead and lend in any other state. Here's what you see. Now, I don't know if you can see this. Can you guys see this? Let me see. Yep, okay, you can. All right, here we go. Now here, when we talk about business opportunities, these are the things I'm talking about. Let me see. Someone says they can't see. Let me see. What can't you see? Ah, you might be right. Ah, okay. Okay, the Zoom people probably can see this. Business opportunity, building corporate credit, to become the bank, loaning out money makes money, corporation. Here's the thing, I've showed this millions of times. I'm going to say millions of times because since 1988, maybe, till now. So I've shown you several times. At $50,000, if you lend out 10 of those, it's 5 times it's 50,000. Go look what you're going to be paying if you took the whole 50,000. 6,600 some odd bucks, depending where you got the loan from. All right. And these are 2 years per loan. Some will be 36 months per loan, depending. But here's the deal. That's a gross of $3,000 a month. You take $612 away from the line of credit, you net per month $2,400 bucks. The yearly profit just on that is $29,000. Now, profit does not mean you already paid all the bills. That would just be after you're making the monthly thing, then the profit's working from there. See, cash flow will free up your time. Because somebody said, I just want to make a cash flow so I can go ahead and do this. Are you going to have to do some things? Yeah, you might have to go ahead and chase some people down. Well, let me ask you. If you're in the business and you loan money out, you can't live in a world thinking it's going to be 100%. Sorry. You're going to run about a 70 to 75% of a good rate and about 15 to 20% bad. All right. You have 10 loans, so you're going to have 7 producing and 3 kind of like wobbling. And 2 you're going to eat. Not you, but the business. If you can't live with those kind of numbers, get out. Stay working and give up the business. Because when you're low, I don't care what you do. You open up a business, I don't care if it's McDonald's, if you can't put up with people in the business that working for McDonald's for you, thieving from you, get out, don't do McDonald's, don't do a franchise. I don't care if you do a, what do you call it, Subway. They're still going to rip you off. I'm not saying all people are. But you remember you're dealing with human beings. They're going to steal from you. Now, I'm going to say something probably a lot of you are not going to like. Because I did it myself. When I was younger, I did it myself. You work for an office, you take a box of paper clips. They won't miss them. But it might be 69 cents or $1.79 for that. But how many of those $1.79 add up over the year? You and another 200 employees take them. How about the pens you take? Well, it's not going to matter. Baloney. When it's your dollar, it matters, doesn't it? But that's what I'm saying. If you cannot tolerate people that are going to steal from you, and you can't, I don't care what you do, you're not going to avoid it. That's the nature of the beast. Even if you're a cattle herder, some cattle disappear. Where'd it go? I don't know. And all of a sudden they're eating it on the plate. And I'm telling you, I mean, it happens. I mean, all right, let's go to real estate. Well, they can't steal in real estate. You want to bet? There's a client right now that they bamboozled this poor guy. And he went into it, doing it honestly. And they bamboozled him. And we're almost finished doing some things. And they're going to be surprised, too. Now, one thing about this is that I did something to, where's it at? Because I know the person's here. I want to show. Here, it happened to someone else. We caught it. They know what they did with the property. And I'm just going to go ahead and show let's see. I'm going to show the part without giving all too much away. There's the warranty deed. All right. Now I can show you where we recorded it. Okay. What we did, we took the property back. Now they're going to have to deal with us. It's no big deal. You go record it, be done, end of story. 26 bucks. Now they're going to have to, there's a cloud on the title. They're going to have to come to him or her. Yeah, her. So that's one of the things that you want to begin to understand. You get more than just stuff. Someone messes with you, cool. We'll do this. Some of you should have to. I don't know what it is. It's just I don't know. People are just afraid to take back what they've done to you. Go back and take back what they've taken from you that way. All I'm telling you is that there's no reason why you have to be victims. And this here, you just got to realize that you're going to take a loss. Even I said in real estate, some people do stuff and bamboozle. Also, how about you think, well, the agents don't bamboozle? We're on a bet. Real estate agents sometimes takes money. They take money on the outside. They take money on the outside. Not, in other words, let's say, okay, they come to me, we flip a house. All right, you get money, and it's 40,000 bucks, so you give them 20. And they don't tell the broker. I don't do that. I will give it to the broker, and then between them, because it keeps it clean. Some brokers don't care. They said, no worries about it. You know, just pay me 1,000 bucks, and you keep the rest, because it's not like a regular transaction. So you don't have to worry about coming back at you, because here's what happens. If you do that with the agent and tell the agent, oh, don't worry about it. What do you think the agent thinks about you? You don't want when you're dealing with money, you don't want anything dirty between you and anybody you're dealing with. If so, it will come back and haunt you. Because they're always, hey, you know, you want them to know that, no, I'm not doing that game, because guess what? I don't have time for anything to come out of left field. The same thing, it will always happen. But if you get back into this business opportunity, just realize you're going to take a loss in business, period. Nothing's 100%. You don't think Bezel ate it? You don't think people steal from Bezel with bad credit cards? You don't think people steal from Walmart and put it in their purse? Come on, folks. You've got to get out of that naiveness. If you can't take the mentality that someone's going to rip you off, and if you don't like it, the reason I'm being so hardcore on this, because this coming year, I'm not going to deal with babies. You're either going to suck it up and realize that's what's going to happen. You're going to have to be just like Bezel, Walmart, and Costco, and it makes no difference how much they make. Whatever you make, that's lost. That's what you're going to have to handle. They have billions. You have little one. It's still the same thing. It's just zeros. And if you can't, I don't care if you own a cleaning business. They're going to rip you off for cleaning material. You guys got to understand, it's just the nature of the beast. And I'm not saying all people are that way, but that is just what happens in business. Sorry, it's the truth. And if you can't handle the truth, then guess what? You're knuckles. You're goofy. Realize it's part of the game. Some of you are going to buy, I don't know, you might buy a widget. Then the widget doesn't work. And the company you try to find them, they're gone. I mean, there's so many things, but one thing I want to bring to the head, because this year, we're all of us and the coaches were changed and methodical in the training, because ontologically, people will do this. Not everybody. You can do your best to vet somebody, but when life comes around and presents them with something, some just say, F it, I'm done. I'm not done. I quit. I give up. And they'd rather just go into debt and hiding and run. One thing you want to be aware is this. You're the person that must know that it's going to happen. Like we tell you, one thing you can do is when you're doing real estate, it's a homestead blocker. You should see one with a chattel mortgage, and that protects a lot of things that you do when we do houses. But see, no one understands that. They don't even know that's what we do. What's all that? But no one ever tells you this stuff to do. No one even tells you anything. They just tell you that, oh, it's okay, don't worry about it. Huh. We used to see chattel. You just want to begin to remember is that these things, you never even hear this out there. You're just hearing it for the first time probably. What's that? Here's another thing. If you loan $100K, that'll bring you about $4,800 a month. You lend $150,000, that's $7,000 a month. In income. That's after you make the payment on your credit line. So you figure it's going to be what? Let's say 700. 7 times what? Or better yet, just 3 times that. You're talking $10,000 a month it's going to cost you. Because your gross is going to be $3,000, and you take 10 times that, it's going to be what? 10 times 6, 12 is $7 grand, $8 grand. after $8,000 that you pay, you're still bringing home $4,800. And so on and so on. You guys gotta understand that you guys really have a huge ability, those of you who begin to build, to make, you also want to make money. This will be some of your money you're making while you're doing other stuff. Maybe you buy a franchise. You're gonna lose on a franchise because you cannot be there 24/7, 365. I don't care, because I used to have cameras in all my offices. I monitored every phone call. I monitored everything on the email, and I would listen to the conversations. You cannot. I would have the camera, that how I had them set, you really couldn't tell I had them. And then on top of that, I can hear the office conversation. But I'm still over in a different part of the country. I was in New Mexico, hearing Chicago, Rhode Island, Phoenix, Arizona, California. 2 offices in California, 1 office in Chicago. No, sorry, 1 office in Phoenix, 2 offices in Chicago, 3 offices in Maine, all right, and 1 over in Princeton, New Jersey. Now, guess what? I can see them all, but still did not stop. Why are you spending so much on paper? People will take a ream of paper. People would take a ream of paper. A whole ream of paper. And guess what? It didn't matter to them. A whole ream. And pencils and pens. And see, they don't really believe it's anything harmful by taking. I'm going to tell you, there's 2 people. It was Brianna and Asia. They're the only ones, because they were my assistants. They're the only ones. Every time they needed some, hey, look it, my kids need some stuff for school. Can I take some pens and the color markers? And I'll tell you how many I take. They're the only ones that asked me, and they wrote down what they took and put a list on the desk. If anyone in the office would have asked them or asked me, I would say, yeah, go ask Brianna and or Asia, and then have them write it down. So at least I know what the inventory is. It's not to charge them. So I'm not going around expecting that to be there, and I go, where's it at? Where's it at? You guys don't understand is that, no, I don't, hey, they got kids, I'm happy to go ahead. In fact, I asked them, do their kids need a backpack for school? Well, no, and I saw one day the kid come with a backpack and big hole. I said, no. Go, I went, I gave her the Staples card to go get a backpack at Staples. Go get him a backpack. No, don't do that. No, that's fine. But just ask. Just because if I think we have so many pens and whatever cover is, at least I know what my inventory is. So, I need to order this. I don't care. Just donate it to them. Big deal. See, these are the things that you guys understand, is that no matter how tight you run the shit, forget it. They're still going to do it. So I said one day, I said, you know what? I'm not doing that no more. It's part of the nature of the beast, and that's what it is. And I just did that. And the reason I'm telling a lot of you, because a lot of you here are more experienced now. And if you're going to go ahead and whine, all my people are going to steal from you, you're right. If you don't like it, get out. Just throw all your cards away. Give them to me. I'll take over the bills. I'll switch everything over towards our company to be accountable, and we'll just close your company down. Be done with it. Go work at a place that you can go ahead and do the same thing to them. And stop whining like little babies. Just get it. It's part of the business. It's part of the business. That's why being a lion is so important. That's why being a lion is so important. A lot of you don't understand is that what you want to do is that being a lion is really important. Being a lion is one of the most important things that you want to begin. You want to be. Being a lion means, okay, great. Sucking it up, that's what it is, that's what's going on. End of story, nothing else. Is it good, bad, or indifferent? Doesn't really matter. You got to learn to, see, a lot of you focus on that. How are you focusing on your business to grow? You can't grow building your business that way if you're going to think about that. Yes, I get it. But you know what? Grow up. Do you think Bezos would have got where he's at by having that childish mentality? That's it. And I'm being real straight because that's it. A lot of you are going to run into it and you're going to start crying like little babies. And I don't know about this. I'm going to just be straight about this. Women don't cry as much as the men do. Most of your men, you act all tough, but when it comes to the game about losing money, you curl up like a little baby in the corner and put your thumb in your mouth. Man, Bezel never, I guarantee you, Bezel had to go through it, but look at him now. He knows he loses money all the time. You think he cares? No, I'm going to make more. Well, I have an excuse because I don't have it and I have no way to go ahead and replace it. You're not going to replace it. Just get more money. Get that you're going to lose some money. If you're not going to take a chance, I told you, call us. We'll take over your cards. We'll take them over. We'll take them over and move them properly over so they don't affect the business. You close down your business. Go work for somebody else and help their dream. Build their dream and just realize you quit because you're a sissy lala. Sissy lala. Get it. I'm calling all you guys out. Women, I don't have to say to them. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is with women in business. They don't cry. They go, okay, all right. How do I say it? They witch up. They don't mess around at all in any way, shape, or form. So what I want to let you know is you guys got to knock the childish behavior off. Building a business does not require you being a kid. To have a kid mentality and a kid build image and dreams, yes. But realize, hey, that's part of how it's going to go. Stop whining over and get going. I mean, last year alone, we lost $75,000 in lending. So what? Wrote it off. Big deal. Move on to the next. We'll do everything we can. We'll do we follow certain notices, and great. When they run around the world, eventually it's going to catch up to them, which is fine. I don't care. I'm not worried about it. And they were able to write it off against, guess what? The profits. You guys got to understand, this is the world that you live in. This is the business arena. A lot of you live in a Pollyanna mentality. No, it's not going to run that way. You guys really got to get out of it. I don't care if you're at home business. Suppose you're making all this money. You're still going to take a hit in some areas. I don't care what you say. All I want to really, because I'm just telling you, it's just really awesome when you realize that's what it is. Because when you actually have the mentality, you grow up mentally, you realize that's part of it. Now you have this more of this chutzpah about you because you know that's part of the game. And you're always, that's what I'm saying. Your job is always to build and keep building your business credit. Keep building your business credit. Keep building your cards. American Express is, I don't know what's going on with American Express. I can tell you that right now. It's really weird. But anyways, I've seen some weird things go on this week. It's crazy. But anyways. So I just want to let you guys know, you're going to have to really be a lion, and that's just what it's going to take. And that's why a lot of you say, well, what's that got to do with building business credit? It has a lot to do with building business credit. Because the thing is, if you can't handle being a CFO, now I will have a problem building you to millions to make your money to get to the $1 million you want or more. But you got to realize you're going to lose some of that. You're going to make some of that. Now you have a franchise, you can make money there. If you have rentals, you can make some money there. Hey, some of the rentals. Look at these poor guys that have some of the rentals that these people, oh, I don't have to pay. I don't have to pay. They gave everybody the finger. Some people did, not all of them. But now they're waiting to go ahead and get this done and get that done. And you have to do a lot of work yourself to go ahead and get the money if you're a landlord. And if whoever applies, you know, they want to verify things, I guess. I'm not really sure. But the thing is, you don't have to take that money. You don't have to go ahead and apply for it. But now, here's what they wrote on. Again, everyone thought, hey, you know what? I don't know what they were thinking. But it's going to go on for a little while. They thought it was going to go on for a little while. I guarantee you in their mind, they think, oh, maybe it's going to be 5-6 years. No, sorry. That's any kind of epidemic. They only can go so far. How much can a lender carry a non-performing asset on their book? Now, before they had performing asset, all right, and a lost asset. But you have a non-performing asset. What's that considered? A non-performing asset, right? How do they carry that in the books? How do you explain that to the people that invested on the product? Here's one thing you want to begin to understand for yourself. As you're building your business credit, you also know that you're going to lose sometimes, and sometimes you're going to win. But the more you're in the game, the more you're going to come out ahead. See, a lot of you look at see, this is what a lot of you do. You're going to look at the loss. Oh, I lost. And you're going to forget what you're making. You're going to keep focused, just like a lot of you guys focus on your problems. Oh my God, my problem. Lions and tigers and bears are mine. Oh my God. Oh. Shut up. Keep quiet. And the reason why I'm on this tangent is because a lot of calls this week were about people whining. What about this? I said, well, what about your losses? You're going to go, well, yeah. And I said, well, wait a minute. I have a client. There's more than one, but this one stood out. She calls me and she says, hey, my God. And she's doing well. And she goes, you know what? I took a loss this year, and my God, I know on some of the loans I lent, I took a hit of 140,000. But you know what? I made $400,000 though, and I go ahead and put that against it too. I said, so why'd you call me? She goes, well, I just want to let you know, man, it's awesome. I made 400 grand, lost this, I'm able to write it off. I'm still ahead of the game. I said, okay, great. Then I had this guy call me. Oh my God! And if you saw this guy, you would not think. He's as big as a freaking door. And I said, dude, man, you could go ahead and, move a house. And you're crying like a little girl? Well, you don't understand. And he only lost $75,000 and he made $600,000. He wasn't focusing on the $600 he made. You guys gotta understand, it's gonna rain. Just remember, above the clouds is the sunshine. That's it. Get over yourselves. You act like it's your money anyways. It's a corporation's money that lent the money. So what? Come on, man. Be that little tiger that's right there. I'll be glad I don't have a problem building you. Remember, this is why you're learning these strategies to do this, to build your divisions, to get as much credit cards you can. Sometimes American Express just won't like you. I hate to tell you, just won't like you. I have something I have to go and call someone else tomorrow when I talk to them. I got to tell them American Express doesn't like them. And they applied last year in 21, and they applied again this year in 22. They just don't like him. Now, it doesn't mean it's not going to happen, but we're going to have to go a whole nother way on this one because they just don't. I'm going to tell you, I don't care if you burn American Express for $1, they're going to remember you. And it's tough to get it out of the system. Sometimes it's weird how you have to do it. And we tried one way, that didn't work. We tried another way. Eventually it's going to happen, but it's not the general way. And so all I'm saying is that you guys got to understand, when you mess with something, I don't care if it's not your fault. You're really going to have to do something when it's not your fault. And I don't know how whatever happens, and if it wasn't your fault, you never proved it to them it wasn't your fault, it's always going to be your fault. And I'm not saying you guys, some people, I know you're not lying. I know you're telling the facts about it, and I can tell you, I know you know what's happening, but you know what? They just don't. I don't know. They just don't. So one thing I want to let you know is that what you want to do is remember, you always want to build and keep your things. That's why I say a lot of you now are at a point, if you don't have with business experience, $189. If you're at more than $500,000 and you don't have the yearly, where you can go in as much as you want, it's for a whole year for $189. You're going to be in the driver's seat. You're going to, one day something's going to happen, and you're not going to, because you should be checking it at least once a month. You don't have to pay the $39 to pull it once. Pay the $189 and be done with it so you can go in and out. Some of you are so cheap you don't want to pay for it because, well, for whatever reason. I'm just telling you, folks, if you're over $500,000 and you do not have credit, $500,000 credit, and you don't have the yearly fee for business experience, because that's one of your most important ones for cash credit. You want to monitor your thing to see if some stuff's showing up. What's this credit? I don't remember this credit. You can handle it right away. You can handle it right away. I remember this. I did this before. I didn't do anything for a year or 2 years, and all of a sudden I got turned down one day. Why did the business get turned down? And they sent me something saying, well, that you have an outstanding $50,000 deal. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? So I pulled the report, and it was taken out 8 months in the past. And if they were making payments a little bit, and I had that happen to me because I didn't check my report. If I would have checked my report, it's easy to fight. Say, wait, where's that 50,000 coming from? Then you can tell them, hey, where's this? Who is this? It's not ours. Then they'll verify it to see, well, this is what they say. This is the company. You can call up and then handle it. I called them up. Was pretty much just, when I say too late, it already affected everything. We had to fight it. It took 6 months to finally get it all resolved. And but see, all that time wasted, and I lost some stuff building credit in some areas because of that. So also the same thing with Dun & Brad. Eventually, you're gonna need to get just at least the monthly service one for like $39. It's your business. I can't tell you what to do. I can coach you and tell you, but when it does happen, don't say I didn't warn you. Because I'm telling you, it's your job to keep monitoring. You don't think Bezos, you don't think Walmart, you don't think Costco has a monitoring system on their credit? You're insane if you think not. Well, they're making all this kind of money and it's $189. You're right. And you know what? When it shows up on your thing because someone did something and you don't know why, well, guess what? You chose not to make the investment to protect your organization. That's on you. So if it happens, you're the one that should pay that money in then anyways, because you refused to invest the $189 to see what's going on with your report. And then you can go ahead and argue quicker than waiting for months and years. But if you're going to be that cheap, no problem. $189 insurance to catch something that's happening, fraud in your business before it happens. You folks really got to understand, you're at $500,000, you'll become vulnerable. Believe me. I've had it. See, people don't think, I know, that's why I don't panic when things happen. I know what to do. Oh, someone's doing that? I haven't had someone the other day runs on one of our other businesses. Someone ran a credit report because I always get a notice when they run. And I'll make some call. Hey, did you apply? Did you apply? No, did you apply? No, okay, cool. I'll send out an email blast to everyone that has access, and they say, well, no, cool. I get on and call, hey, what's going on? Who applied this? And I'll email them, I'll fax them. Hey, someone applied for credit. Where'd they apply for it? We didn't do it. Come to find out, it was true. It was someone that did apply for it. And they gave us the lender. We called the lender and find out who it was and what happened. And they sent us the information. And then, now see, I don't go to the police at first because they don't care about it. It's not really their bit. What I do is I hire a PI. So tomorrow I'm going to get the stuff. I'm going to hire a PI that's going to go figure out who, this, what, where, and when. And then I'm going to find out. I want pictures and everything else I told him. And everything else, he's not a problem. And then we know where it originated from. And he's going to go from there and do that. Then he'll give me the full report. When I get the full report, then I can deal with it that way. Because then I know what to do. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And there's so many things you can do. All right, now let's see what else is there. Bada boom, bada bang, bada boom. All right, so that's one of the things I want to really let you know is remember about building your divisions. Remember to stop whining. Remember, you are going to, put it this way, you don't think the more you build your daisy chain and your cards, you got to understand you become more vulnerable as you build. You heard me. You get more vulnerable to what you build. The more you build, the more you're going to be vulnerable. Sorry, that's what happens. And, well, and a PI doesn't cost that much, you guys. Some of you can afford a PI. Let's say, if you're working in a place, you're getting paid at least $20 an hour, it'll cost you a day's wage. A day's wage for a week's worth of work. So, IP address, everything else, they'll get all that information, where IP started, where it came from, even it came from a cafe, wherever. Cafe Latte, even if it was a dummy phone, wherever. The reason why you want all this stuff, here's the reason why I hire the PI. I hire a PI because I want to find out where the holes are at. Once you find where the holes are at, then you can begin to do some stuff. Because when I apply for people for credit, for their corporations, is that I have there's how do I want to say it, that they can't see coming in and they can't see going out. So, and also there's a way you can have a direct to connect to some of these things, and there's a way to do it, but that costs money to set up. That's why I'm secure knowing on my end and also going to the other end, it gets there without any interruptions. It's almost like the black box they use for trading that people don't really tell you about. So some good technology they have now. So I'm just letting you know, you guys, you've got to be prepared. You're growing. People are going to take advantage. They're going to go ahead. When I mean, and it doesn't mean anybody has to know you. Doesn't mean anybody. In fact, I got a letter from the IRS say someone inquired about your tax ID number, and they told me who. I said, who the heck is this? You guys see, you guys don't think I go through this? I go through stuff all the time, but it's not what the heck. Yeah. You guys think, oh, I'm gonna be so safe. Man, get out of here. You're gonna be safe. Go work for somebody and just be. I'm gonna tell you. Either you're gonna work and build your dream and realize, you know what, you're gonna get hit. You're on the playing field. That's what I'm saying. That's why a lot of you stay in the bleachers and have this money and lose it, meaning that they take the credit away from you, because you're not willing to get on the court to get elbowed, get hit in the nose, get a bloody nose, get a black eye, but at the end of the game, you still win. You might lose a quarter or two, but at the end of the game, you make it happen and you come through. You come through. You really come through. But the thing is that I'm looking at my text. Someone just texted something. And it's awesome. It really is. Just remember, you can daisy chain, but as you're building, you've got to remember, you're going to put in fact, today, I had somebody that came to the office in the real estate, and he goes, have you seen one of the new things they have out there? What do you mean? On credit cards for businesses. I said, no. Man, there's this little device that they have that it tells you, it's a reader, and it tells you if it's a personal card or a business card, and it takes the number. I said, no way. It goes, take out one of your business cards. I said, okay, great. Don't show it to me. I said, okay, great. And I put it in my pocket. Now, go walk. So we pulled to the gas station. He goes, I'm going to see it in my pocket. See, I'm putting it in my pocket. He put it in my pocket. And then he walked by me, and there's a beep for personal, and it rings like a phone if it's business, and it captures the number, everything on that card, and you can run that from that machine he has. When he showed him, I said, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, listen for that ring out there." I would never have known that. I said, "What are you doing with it?" He goes, "Well, I'm selling. What I'm doing, I'm selling protectors against this." I said, "What?" There's a little, I ordered one from him. It's about this big. And the credit cards go in there no matter what. It can't read it. And they showed me a little smaller one that you could read through, because it's a new technology that came out. And a lot of people also about nanotechnology. That's been out for 20 years. They perfected. I'm telling you, you guys are not going to be protected. It always is going to happen, no matter what you do. He even said, look, they're working on one now to where they could walk by a house, like wherever the sidewalk, like 20 or 30 feet, and they can read the cards in the house. Just drive by real slow, or walk the neighborhood. Oh yeah, it's crazy. And it sounds, when it's a corporate reading, it sounds like a cell phone ringing. So you would never think anything, but it's a different kind of ring. So you guys, I know you say it sounds crazy, but I'm just telling you. That's why I'm saying, when you build and daisy chain and grow, you're going to get hit. You're just going to get hit. You're going to get hit. And the reason I'm bringing it up, because this year, I want all of you to be prepared. I want all of you to make money, but know when you get hit, don't focus on it. Focus on making more. In other words, it should have you focus on making more money. That's it. That's the bottom line. Stop looking. Yes, there's trash, but I don't focus on that. I know what's going to happen. And so when it shows up, I'm not surprised. I say, oh, okay. Someone wants to find a way to make money off me. Let me see. Who did this? Why did they apply to the IRS? All right, well, we're looking for. Okay. But that's how they get the tax ID number. And look, they get the hell it is. And then I call, hey, Sam, can you look up this for me? I'm going to send you, I just emailed you what I got from the IRS and who inquired. Can you check it up for me? Yeah, no problem. That's it. Move on. You guys are, I don't know, man. All I can tell you, a lot of you, man, have thin skin. I don't know how you're ever going to do it. You just got to get out of your own self, realize, okay, I'm going to take a hit, no problem. What's next? What I got to do? That's it. End of story. Move on. And like for instance, someone needs to have a warranty deed filed, and we complete it. I don't want to FedEx it because I don't trust FedEx, but I would rather have it sent it to. Guess what? There's a servicing company you can send it to out in wherever they're at, and FedEx to them. Have the servicing company go take it down, get it recorded that day, and put it back in an envelope and an overnight envelope to you, and send it back to you. Now you know you got it done. Yep, got recorded. Because then if not, they're going to send it back and be snail mail. Yeah, that's something you have to pay for. Anytime you do something you got to pay for to do, you have to pay for it. You guys don't understand what write-offs are. You really have no concept what it is. You think it's a loss. And that's farthest from the truth. It's a gain for you. Well, yeah. And you say, well, I don't have income coming in. Then close your accounts. Stop building. Stop building. Really, just close your accounts. Just stop building. A lot of you, when I say a lot of you, I mean, all right, out of 145 people, when I say a lot of you, there's maybe 20 people that don't moan and groan. They understand the rest of them are always complaining. And it's not just you. It's all in the industry. You're going to get hit. You're going to get a bloody nose. You're going to get a black eye. But remember, at the end of the game, you're going to get tackled. And it's going to hurt. But it's not going to hurt you. You move forward and keep making the money. Focus on what you're making. I don't care if you're making a little bit right now, because you might have maybe 3 or 4 items that you have loans on or something. And I don't know, you make it, let's say making $2,000 a month on that. $2,000 making a money that you never had before. And you get to write things off. Now you're going to be profitable, of course, in your first 5 years, that I know, but you've got to begin to transform your mind. Transform your mind knowing, you know what? This is business. You guys always focus on the person that's making money, but you never ask, what did they go through before they got there? What hits did they do? I mean, I'll take Walt Disney. Yeah, it's old, but Walt Disney filed bankruptcy 7 times. What do you care? Do you think he cared? But look at everybody now is at Walt Disney, making Walt Disney money now. And he's dead. Edison, he's in the ground, but he's still making money from electricity. Maybe not him, maybe not even his family anymore, but it's still making money. You guys focus on nonsense stuff. Yeah, do I like it sometimes? Man, no, that's one of the reasons why I probably go to the gym a lot. 6 days a week, because man, there's times I want to pull my hair out. Oh, I already did. Next, I'm going to pull this out. All I want to say, you guys, just have fun, man. It's not that serious. When you really know what business credit is and you didn't co-sign for it, then you're good to go. For the ones you co-sign, okay, great, got it. Then don't use those for a business to invest with. Use it to buy stuff that you know can make payments with. But the ones you didn't have to co-sign for, use that. Got it. That makes sense to me. If you didn't sign your name on it, then invest it. But if you signed your name on it and you're on the hook, then guess what? Use that to go ahead and pay office bills and whatever that is. Use it for that. At least you know you're in control of that part. But the ones you didn't sign for, use it to invest. Use it to buy a franchise. Use it to buy X, Y, and Z. There's a project actually I was doing with somebody, and it took longer than what it needed to take. I said, look, take it as a write-off. Let's rewrite a new agreement, and then we'll keep that new, but take the write-off, and that'll be a new agreement, so you start brand new, and it makes that write-off legal. And I told him who to call and what account to get it all done. You're kidding? I said, absolutely. We'll just rewrite it. Oh, okay. Gets the write-off, and it gets a new start. And he can claim it as an asset again. You guys got to understand something. Losses aren't bad. You got to know how to structure them. Come on. Anyways, I'm gonna have to go potty soon. All right. I just want to say, folks, thank you for listening tonight. You're all awesome. I just want to let you know, be light. Realize, you know what? You have many ways to skin the cat. I just want to say thank you so much for your time. Love all of you. All of you are great, even though we all moan and groan at times. But I want to let you know, we got to just grow up and realize you're in big business now. You're not no little trinket toy. You've got to, and what I'm saying, you want to have that mental mind of a Bezo, and that's why I'm saying you should always look up their history about that. Again, realizing Disney 7 times, but he didn't give up on his dream. 7 times. And then on top of that, you have Donald Trump. People, oh, he filed BK 4 times and never bothered him. Why? Because it was under a tax ID. I only use him because people remember him. Do you think he cared? You don't think he has losses? He likes losses. You got to understand, you can make money from losses. If you get a good accountant, they'll tell you. I might hold a class on that to give ideas to know what to ask your accountant. One of the things you want to ask, and one thing you want to know when you hire an accountant, you want to make sure you can ask an accountant questions that you know about, that you know the answers to see if they know the answer. So that's the reason why I keep trying to educate you. Let me back up. That's the reason why I attempt to convey to you certain things that we do, because it makes a difference. So all I'm saying to you is these are the things that are important to you, and a lot of you don't think it is. Well, I don't have any money right now. Now's the time to educate yourself as you're building. Keep educating, educating, educating. There's nothing that can stop you if you're willing to go ahead and realize, no, I'm going to get hit because I'm on the game floor. See, when people usually don't get, well, I don't take any losses, because they're not out there. And I guarantee you they're not making what they want. And that's not a problem. If that's how they want to play, that's perfectly fine. But I promise you, they don't have, I promise you right now, some don't even have $500,000 in business credit. And they complain. I'm telling you what, when you complain, you're going to get more of the complaint than you get of looking at what you already have. Oh, the company took a loss here and we made this much money, not a problem. Or the company took a loss here, well, we're barely making any money, but now I can write this off, this, that, and the other thing, and I still have a credit for next year. So I'm going to make more money next year so I can use that credit I have already to write off. Come on, guys. There's many things you can do. So God bless you all. I'm going to stop now. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Love you all. Have a blessed one. Bless your family. And on top of that, remember, all of you are just awesome people. Love you all. All right, YouTube and Facebook. Love